I started recording.
Oh.
Okay, so episode 2 of 3/4 podcast. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Daniel. And we have a special guest.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm Dante. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're 8 months? 6, at least 6.
Yeah, that's true.
At least 6 off the last episode. 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back by such popular demand.
Oh yeah. So my family, I can tell who's coming down the hallway by like the noises of people walking, like because my family likes to stomp down the hallway for some reason. So that's why I leaned my mattress up against the door to try and dampen hallway noise, because it's pretty loud.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can't hear anyone through my headphones, so
You can't?
no.
Well, how
He
do
has
you...
the gamer headphones.
Well, it's either way too loud. Whatever
Oh,
I'm playing is usually.
I thought you were talking about us.
Oh no.
And that's why whenever he comes to school, he always has the dent head.
Yes.
Yeah, the hair dent from the
I have the
headphones.
massive hit, dude. I do my hair dents during this fun times we're having even bigger because I haven't cut my hair in forever. So
Yeah.
I have the fattest dents, but nobody cares because I don't care because no one sees me. So we're chilling.
Yeah, there's a streamer Mizkif. He just has like he just has a permanent like hair dent. Like he's like you know how people start balding in like a little circle at the top of their head?
Yeah.
He's balding at the headphone dent.
Oh my god.
Because the hair can't grow because he always has the headphones on.
That's why you game with Apple earbuds.
No.
I used to do that too. That was
Really?
not epic times.
Dude,
No,
it's
no
pro
3D
gamer.
audio.
Yeah, on Xbox, before I got a gamer headset that like connected to the Xbox controller, I just used like Apple, not AirPods, earbuds. Like I just plugged it in the little aux thing, and I used it to play Overwatch.
Dang.
See, he knows what's up. Pro gamer.
Yeah. 2016?
Yup. Well, I still use it because I don't feel like buying a gamer headset.
Mm.
Dude, you gotta get that tactical advantage though.
The surround sound.
I'm a pro. It's okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so pro.
Yup. So how's quarantine been, boys?
I left the house once, and that was to rob.
Not you're infected. You're gonna die.
I've left the house multiple times, as in like 4.
Or you're already dead.
Yeah.
I leave the house like 4 times a week.
For what?
Oh.
To go to art. Yes.
Art?
Oh.
Daniel's mother forces me to go to the art.
Damn.
I don't even go.
Wait, like what is it?
Daniel's mom owns the art studio, and so I'm planning to go to college to art, so I have to go to art still
Mm.
and do that. Yeah, so I can survive in life. Yes.
So you can get a
Okay,
GTX
okay,
775.
So a rice cooker just went off in the background. My brother's fixing up a meal, and I'm in the living room. So my PC's in the living room, so you can hear everything that goes on.
Yeah,
They'd kind of hear it.
Dante
It's pretty
and Daniel, you're both Korean, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I saw a thing earlier today that said instead of like saying like once upon a time in English, like in Korean, like the once upon a time phrase is like back when tigers could smoke or something.
You're not wrong.
Is that true?
Kind of.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Because there used to be tigers in Korea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not anymore, though.
interesting.
Isn't Singapore's a city, right?
Is it?
No.
We take geography in America, so we don't know about anything else besides America.
Nah, bro. Singapore's a country, head ass.
Yeah, I think it's a continent, honestly. If I'm being quite honest here.
This is true.
Well, it's like it's supposed to, whatever city it is, it's supposed to translate to like city of lions, but like lions that were never naturally there.
Nah.
Yeah,
Big brain.
it's like New York. It's like New Yorkshire. Nah, just shorten it to New York.
What's a Yorkshire?
It's the city that it's pre New York. There's New York and there's York, which is Yorkshire, which is
But
somewhere
this a
in Europe.
dog.
Is it?
Wait.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I've heard.
I just
that.
googled it. I got a dog.
Dog.
It must have been someplace.
Isn't New York where there's the Yankee with no brim?
Whoa! Yankee with no brim! Hold on, let me go around. Let me go around this hat. Whoa!
Yo, let's talk about the lack of brim on that guy's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brim whatsoever.
Dude, absolutely no brim.
Dude, someone on eBay for $29 is trying to sell a no Yankee with no brim. I know someone. There's an eBay page of Yankee with no brim, brim with no Yankee, and then no Yankee with no brim.
Dude, I just googled no brim, and then the third image that shows up is a Givenchy snapback with no brim.
Ooh.
People are just.
Guess how much it costs?
How much?
$1,200, baby.
Ooh,
Dude,
what a
that's
steal.
Isn't
No
that-
brim? I
isn't-
mean,
No brim.
Isn't a hat with no brim just like a stiff beanie?
It's a big yarmulke.
No, when I
Forehead
was-
yarmulke.
Has more
When I was little, I always thought yarmulke was held on by suction.
Okay. Like a plunger, like a toilet plunger.
No, because you see the old Jewish dudes, like, and a lot of them are bald right there where the yarmulke is. So it's like, oh, it must be like suction. But no, it's a clip.
no, did you learn that from McKay? Is that McKay's name?
Yeah, McKay.
McKay is how I learned how those things stay on.
Yeah.
I love McKay.
You ever see the video of the guy who, like, he can get like soda cans to stick to his face because his face is so round. He can like create suction if he puts it in the right spot and like slides it to another spot.
What?
They'll stick to his head.
What?
Yeah, it's like he did it at like parties or whatever. He'd put it on his chin and then like slide it up to his cheek and then it'd just stay there.
I think I seen him on a David Dobrik vlog too.
Probably. David Dobrik's probably hungry for content since he's been on the platform for forever. He just needs anything
Yeah.
at this point.
And with his super fake laugh.
I'll just
Yesterday,
edit
huh?
out the silence.
Yeah, okay, easy. It's like podcast highlights.
Yeah. Speaking of editing things out, my physics teacher showed us a video one time where whoever edited the video, like, edited out every time the lady took a breath.
So she's just rapping?
Yeah, like instead of like talking normally, it's just like sentence after sentence after sentence instead of like her taking like a second to be like and then to say another thing. There was no breathing in that video like at all. Just exhaling through talking.
It's like the opposite of those videos of Trump just breathing.
Oh yeah. What are you looking up?
Things to talk about. Alright, guys. On Google, I searched things to talk about, and it's the first thing that comes up. Free time. What do you do on your free time?
I've got
Play
plenty.
games.
Yeah, probably
Lose
play games.
SR.
Yeah.
True.
Lose at video games, big time.
Only if we're not toxic, we lose, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
We can only win under certain conditions.
Yeah.
No, if we don't say easy in the middle of the match, then we just lose.
Yeah, it's like triple point in chemistry. It only works under a certain condition.
I didn't get that joke.
Very certain. Wow, I barely got that joke.
Oh, triple
I
point.
gotta.
Triple point is where a material can exist as freezing, boiling, and melting at the same time.
Sounds
No.
like my life to me.
Freezing, boiling, melting, and evaporating. That's what it is. It's like it's
That's
all.
four.
And how is it a triple point if it's 4 points?
It's all no. It's like all three states of matter at the same time. It's under a certain temperature
Yeah.
and pressure. There's videos of it.
It's a solid, liquid, and vapor at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not just the vape, because the thing itself is a solid, the juice is a liquid, and then the exhale is like gas.
I mean, that's like saying like an ice cube that's like left in the sun is at triple point. No.
It's evaporating, it's melting, but it's still a solid.
I don't think so. I don't think so. What else is on that list, Dante?
Yeah, dude.
Next, music. What kind of music are you into?
What is this considered?
Music that I'm into.
Do I really need to say anything?
Old Drake,
Old Drake. That's good.
old
Uh,
Kanye.
Yeah, older music is usually pretty good because there's the like nostalgia to it. It's like I remember listening to this in 2009. Oh yeah.
No, I just think old Kanye is so much better than new Kanye because new Kanye always says it's like poopity scoop.
Okay, but let's
That
be
was
honest.
kind of epic, though. That was kind of epic. I'm not
It's
even gonna
pretty
lie.
epic.
Yeah. Next topic: movies. What type of movies do you like?
I need to watch John Wick 3. I haven't watched that one yet.
I haven't watched any John Wicks.
Me neither.
Mm.
I just saw the clip of him like stabbing a dude with a pencil.
Yeah.
That was kind of epic.
Yeah, I honestly just played John Wick in Fortnite.
Oh,
Fortnite.
That's how you know he's a real gamer.
I forgot he's.
Oh, dude, I saw this thing on Twitter where people were, it was trending that like Fortnite is over party or whatever.
Yeah, it was like Rip Fortnite.
Yeah, Rip Fortnite. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Where
it was like every like pro player was just like quitting and stuff.
everyone was like
People were just
shitting on
leaving.
Fortnite, and one of the game developers like used a different hashtag that was like thanks for all the positive feedback. and,
Oh,
like,
it's
all
because
this." And
yeah,
they were
it's because
they're using a program that filters.
yeah,
out
a
all
bot,
the-
yeah.
They're using a program that filters out all the negative comments, so they probably didn't even see like all the people shit talking the game. They just saw the people who were like, it's all right.
Yeah, because Rip Fortnite was like #1 trending, and
Yeah.
then like at the way bottom, like there were like a couple people saying, "Oh, like thank you Fortnite," because they like it's like oh it's dying, so people were saying like oh thank you Fortnite,
Yeah.
and then so the bot only saw the positive things, and they're like oh,
Yeah, the game developers didn't see all the negative.
Yeah. Yeah, like recently the devs have like horrible communication, so like all the pros are just leaving,
Yeah.
and plus it's Valorant, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Valorant.
Valorant, yeah. Is it fun?
Yes, Valorant is a fun game.
I don't know. What is it supposed to be like? CS:GO, but with heroes.
Yeah, with like Overwatch abilities, basically.
I saw a thing where this guy was able to like put this like blue dot on a wall, and then he like threw his gun at it, and the blue dot could hold the gun.
Oh yeah, it's like a spy cam. Yeah.
It's a camera,
A gun?
Yeah.
and just a gun on the wall that can shoot you, while the person controlling it is out of sight.
Yeah, it's still in beta, but I think it's
Dude,
really
it's a
fun.
torp turret.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
automated though, because you gotta like aim it.
You gotta aim the turret too.
You just gotta put it in the right spot.
Yeah, you gotta throw it. That's aim.
True. Yeah, me and Daniel
I'm-
played some games earlier today, and we won one and like lost 5. Because we kept
Yikes.
getting bad support players. Who couldn't
Yeah,
keep
that's
us
the
alive.
horrible thing about team games. You
Yeah.
actually need good teammates.
I remember playing a game where this guy he was like yelling. He's like, "Why aren't there any games where that have a single player competitive? I hate having to rely on shit teammates."
Let's go into deathmatch.
Yeah, just play StarCraft.
Or go play Fortnite, dude. Holy.
Yeah.
All right, what's this next topic on the list?
Next topic, food. Okay,
Food.
there's like a couple under this subtopic. Do you like cooking?
Not
I like
really.
Cooking's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's just like some days I want to eat something, but like I'm too lazy to make anything. It's like you have all the ingredients, but you don't want to put anything together. It's like all the food has to be like prepared. You can't just like throw something in the nuker.
Usually, I just have my mom just makes like a big pot of stuff, and I just heat it up and eat it because I'm
Yeah.
way too lazy to like do anything besides that. The most I'll do is make ramen noodles or cook an egg. That's the most I'll do.
Yeah, for Easter my dad made like turkey, ham, mashed potatoes and like stuffing. And like for like 2 days after that, that's like all I ate for like breakfast, lunch and dinner. Cuz I just like take a scoop of everything and put it in the microwave.
All right, under food, there is. How do you usually find good restaurants? How do you usually find good restaurants?
I usually find good restaurants.
just
I don't. I just eat at home.
Yeah, I mean, like we can't really go anywhere.
Oh, that's true.
To
Okay,
find a
that's a
good
bad
restaurant.
one.
oh Yelp.
Yelp.
Here's a good one under food. What weird foods have you tried?
Weird.
Uh,
My friend Joseph's mom made me eat fish scales. It was like, yeah, it was like whenever I went over to his house for like a sleepover in like elementary school, like she'd be like, "You're not getting any white food. You're getting Filipino food." And I was like, uh, I'm not gonna fight you on this, okay? So like, there was one time we had like finished dinner and she got out these things. She's like, "Tyler, you gotta try these," and like they look like chips, and like I dipped them in the sauce and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And she's like, "Oh, this is like ground up fish scales." And I was like, "Oh wow, that's pretty good."
huh.
You remember that one time, Johnny, at your house where we made that for the cooking project, the mochi thing?
Dude, the mochi ring.
Dude, that shit was so weird.
Oh my god, wait. I think I could find a photo of it.
You made a ring?
Yes, I
Ring?
will.
No, it was like, oh, shit, what's that thing called? It's a cake mold.
Tyler, I'm
But-
gonna make you edit this into the video
But
if
a
I can
ring
find
pop?
this photo.
Just post it in the Discord.
Yeah.
You guys know Alex? You guys remember Alex?
Oh,
Okie Alex.
yeah.
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 He said that him and his partner, for the mochi project, they accidentally just bought mochi instead of like the mochi ingredients. So for the pictures that they had to turn in, they were just like pretending to make it. And then they just ate what they bought.
Nice.
That's like for the bento project, you actually like buy one and you just like reverse engineer it. Or you just like take it apart and then put it back together and take pictures of you putting it back together.
I mean, that's pretty genius.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ewan's?
I never saw Ewan's.
So
you?
we went to Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
for lunch, and so we bought some food, and Ewan just took apart a sandwich, some nuggets, some sauce, and just put it in the chicken nugget box, and that was his bento box.
What do you get on the project?
I don't know.
Do you eat the skin first or the meat first, the chicken nugget?
Sometimes I peel off the breading with my teeth and then I dip.
I usually try to eat at home. I try to usually not eat in, and I try to do it with my toes. Then you can get the flavoring of your toes,
Oh, okay, dude.
and you can lick off the grease off your toenails.
Okay,
Like all the
dude.
crust and mold, you can lick it off.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
They got some moldy feet.
Yes, sir. Hey, like the toe fungus. Oh, that's the best.
Nah.
This is Dante's version of the black truffle.
I had truffle sausage one time from this restaurant called Luigi's in Bakersfield. Like yeah, we had to order like 2 days ahead, and then we like picked it up because like it was just on the news for like Burroughs Bites, and like a lot of people were visiting it, so we had to order ahead because it was really popular at the time.
Was it good?
It was all right.
Was it worth the wait?
I didn't know that we had ordered any until we got it. I thought we were just
Mm.
going to my grandma's house, but then we stopped. Oh wow, that's mochi?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
It looks like are those like pretzel sticks in the middle?
Wait, I actually don't know.
No, it's the Pocky thing.
It's the Pocky.
Yeah, it looks like pepper. That's why I was
It's
like,
Pocky. So yeah, it was supposed to come out as like, mochi where you can like mold it, but it just came out as one ring, and we decided to YOLO it and just YOLO food coloring too.
Yeah.
So we made a mochi volcano, and that's the only photo how we have of it. So I assume that I actually put that on the project paper with Daniel's hand in it. I think that's your hand, Daniel.
I yeah. Now that I look at it, that's probably Daniel's hand. Okay, I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
it
I
was,
was-
It's pretty yellow.
I
I
thought it
have
was
some-
Johnny's hand because Johnny always does that.
Oh, I have some great photos of me and Daniel. One of the photos of me eating it, the only photo I have of me eating it, so I also assume I put that on there, is I look so high in it. Like, I look absolutely stoned in the photo. I don't know why, but it just came out that way. So, yeah, I bet Sensei edit that out. Got to see that.
um, yeah. Dude, same thing. During the mochi project, Ewan's mom took a picture of me. You know, we were just take a picture while you make it, and because it's like kind of tough, so doing like a guitar face while I'm doing it, like I'm making a weird face while I'm mixing it, and she took a picture of me doing that, and like, my eyelids are like half masked, and like, my face looks kind of saggy while I'm doing it, and like I don't have that picture anymore, but it's my Instagram profile picture, but I don't have the original picture anymore. So if I change my profile picture on that's gone forever. So I'm kind of sad
Dang.
about that.
Alrighty, next topic.
Call this
pets.
Call this video.
Dog person, cat person.
I'm a snake person.
I got 2 cats.
Oh yeah, you are, aren't
I
you?
have dog.
I have a boa constrictor.
Never had anything more than a fish.
Dude,
I-
I had fish.
My fish froze. I had a fish.
My fish
Put a-
boiled.
How did it
Okay,
boil?
so here's what happened. Okay, so me and my brother each had one beta fish, right? So they live like a couple years.
Yeah.
So basically, like you have to keep washing the tank, and it's really annoying, right?
Yeah.
But like I was like super young, and I didn't know how to wash it, right? So my brother would wash the tank. But the thing is, my brother didn't want to that day. That particular day, he just didn't feel like it, and so he just like half-assed it. You know how you wash the tank with hot water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually put hot water.
He didn't take the fish out.
No, like he took out the fish, but then like
He
the water
refilled
to
it.
use for the he refilled it with hot water, with the same hot water. So he put the
Mm.
fish in hot water, and it just boiled to death. That was a
Hell.
yikes.
Yeah. I got my fish I won it from like the carnival, like a school carnival where you like toss the ping pong ball in the thing and you win, whatever. And the prize was like a fish coupon. So when we went to the store, we got the free fish, but we had to buy the materials. And me and my dad never owned a fish before. We just bought a little fish bowl and food, and that was it. We didn't buy like a proper like tank like at all.
Oh.
And like no filter, no like rocks to go at the bottom, no fake plant. Just like it probably could hold like a cup and a half of water. And like we accidentally left it on like the windowsill, and I guess it was a cold night, and like it didn't freeze, I guess. I just say that cuz it was cold, but the fish died cuz we had no idea how to take care of it. And the person at the store had apparently no idea either,
Nice.
because they
What a
they
great
didn't-
employee.
I know they didn't sell us the proper equipment. They're just like, yeah,
Employee of the month.
this is the bare minimum, less than the bare minimum. Good luck.
How do you not know how to take care of a goldfish, dude? Like,
I never owned a fish, and I was still in
but
like
like even the
elementary
guy at
school.
the store. Oh,
Yeah,
but like still
the
the guy at
guy
the
at
store.
the guy at the fish store just like willingly let us slowly kill this fish.
That's an employee of the year, I think.
Yeah. Maybe they did that on purpose so that maybe if I was like a really shitty kid, I'd be like, I want a new one, and then they'd sell us the proper equipment. But I was just like, oh, dang, I'm gonna go play Lego
Feels
Star
bad.
Wars.
All right, next topic.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna call this video already out of content.
Yes. Okay. What word or saying from the past do you think should come back?
Slaps. I haven't said that in a while.
Slaps.
Like you take a bite of a sandwich and it's pretty good. It's like, this shit slaps. I haven't heard anybody say that in a while.
I don't hear many people use the word banger.
Banger? Oh yeah.
That's an old word.
Yeah. Banger, I hardly know her.
A word that should never go away is Yankee with no brim.
Just one word, all caps.
Yeah.
Let me go around.
Yeah, see, the brim to Yankee ratio is kind of off. All right, next topic. What do you bring with you everywhere you go?
My phone.
My phone.
Pants. Yeah, phone.
Clothes, I guess.
Pants? I don't know about pants. I usually don't like to wear pants.
Yeah,
to be
shorts
quite
only,
honest.
bro.
Yeah, Johnny only wears shorts.
So do I.
I
I
only
can't wear
own-
jeans. I can't wear jeans.
I only own jeans.
I usually wear jeans or pants. Yeah. I have shorts. I just don't wear them all that often. Olivia.
All right, next topic. Are you have something to say?
Olivia says my legs are too hairy for shorts, so I got to simp on that aspect.
Yeah, I'm Asian, so I don't have that problem. I have no hair on my legs.
Just
shave my
I
legs.
haven't looked at my leg. Wow, I have a lot of hair on my legs.
Yeah, same.
I have not noticed.
I have like no hair. People ask me if I shave my legs. Is that bad? What is the most annoying habit someone can have?
Watching anime.
Being
Oh,
annoying about
yikes.
anime.
Making baby noises before the class starts.
Wow, that's really
God,
specific.
I
Wow.
hate that.
Really, that's quite a specific like thing to say. I mean,
Yeah,
just being annoying before class, pretty much.
yeah.
being annoying. Wow, that I don't know if being annoying can be an annoying habit
being
to have.
being annoying is annoying, and that's a fact. Yeah, just being loud, being not funny, and making baby noises. Just please don't do that.
Oh, being obsessed about fictional characters. That's annoying.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Heh.
Well, Johnny's fine because he just watches the show. It's just the people who like
There's some people.
the people who like meet out in public and it's like, Jotaro, did you see what he did on the latest episode of the JoJo? It's like I don't care. I don't care.
Jojo Siwa?
No, JoJo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't watch it, but you know.
That show
Singing
looked
anime
weird.
songs is kind of weird too.
Singing Japanese songs, huh? That's pretty annoying.
Huh.
I wonder who did that and got full credit on a project.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. God, wait, do you saw the video? Isn't it a YouTube video?
It's on my YouTube channel.
Oh, buddy, we're bringing that back.
Dude, I'm so glad I went first. Dude, it was so funny because me and Ewan went first, and then right after that was Phoebe's group. and like nobody was paying attention, like at all. Everyone was like,
Tyler, I'm not seeing the video.
"Oh, I privated it for a second.
Bruh.
I
Wait,
That's
privated
great.
Dante, did you see that video of me playing Overwatch as Doomfist punching the tire?
I did not.
It's pretty
Oh.
epic.
What is it called?
I will send you the link.
Okay, sounds epic.
Yeah. Yeah, I privated it because I was sending a video to a streamer, and I didn't want them to go to my YouTube channel and see that. I was sending a
Dude,
different video.
why
Dude
not?
punches a tire wild.
I got you in 1440p 60 FPS.
Why do you have those like statistics on the top left of your?
Because I like it there.
Oh, wait,
Also,
you actually punched it. What the heck?
Yeah.
Wait, you actual madman. Wait, you madman. Absolute psycho.
Daniel kind of a god at Doomfist.
No, sometimes
pretty
I just
epic.
pop off. I just like say, "Oh, I got a pick," and then I get like 5 more picks.
I didn't go outside today. Was it hot at all?
I didn't go outside either, so
It was alright. I don't think it was hot or cold.
Mm.
Okay,
Alright.
there was a 17 things to talk about with your partner. I don't think we're that far.
We're there's 4 of
We're
us.
not. We're not necessarily. Okay. Oh, with anyone, we could talk about this with anyone.
With anyone.
Anyone,
like
dude,
like
yeah,
a stranger.
epic.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I just got a pop-up ad. Nice.
Oh yes,
Okay.
dude.
I love those. Love
Yes.
those.
What for?
I don't know. It was to subscribe to their website.
Mm.
Okay. Work/school. Oh, we don't. Should we talk about that? I don't know if
Sure.
you guys want to talk about. Okay. Work/school. I think everyone here basically studies the same thing, right? Because like there's like a curriculum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Most or least favorite subject. Cool.
I hate all of them except for lunch.
The
Leaving school is my favorite subject.
um, I liked my finance class until it got canceled. Because quarantine, that's epic. But at least I have an A in it for the rest of the year if I never show up to the lectures. Since it's an elective, they don't have to mark me down on anything.
Huh.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's kind of lit.
It's just, oh yeah, it's just math and English that like really matter for me, that I have to do the work for because they're required classes. But like my electives, I don't have to do anything.
It's not that I don't like subjects, it's just I'm not good at them.
Yeah. It's really off-putting when you like really suck at something, but you're forced to do it every day.
No, like I want to enjoy math. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
Like some people are good at math but are bad at English or vice versa. I'm just bad at everything.
Yeah, I think I'm coasting through. Especially because the quarantine or whatever, you can just teachers aren't.
Oh yeah, my GPA is going up.
Yeah, I've heard that like at some schools, like teachers are like increasing the work for students because they've got so much free time now. So they're giving them more work than usual.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, Sean.
I've gotten much less work.
Yeah, I know. I can like finish before lunch sometimes.
Yeah. Don't we have a math
Mm.
test? Don't we have a math test tomorrow?
Quiz.
Yeah, but like
To not cheat
Discord time.
Did they move the math test online? I think they did, right?
I don't know. I've seen some people having like college students, because those tests matter more, I guess. They have to use a certain like website service where you have to pay to use it to take a test for a subject that you're paying the college to take already. you have to pay to take the test instead of just going in and taking it if there was no quarantine. Like this guy had to pay like $17 for his computer to lock him out of all other websites until he finished the test.
But you have a phone.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these are college students, and most of them, can barely afford meals. And and their college is forcing them to pay to take this test, which would have been free otherwise. Just so it can be safe and you can't cheat.
Boy, you can't.
It's just an extra measure.
Kind of a useless measure, not gonna lie.
I mean, I'd much rather look up answers on my computer than my phone. If
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna be honest. But if the phone was the last resort, sure, I'd do it.
I mean, I could take the test, finish, stop the program, give you my laptop,
Yeah.
and you'll give me your laptop, I'll do it, then we just trade, and
No, dude, you can't trade, because you gotta stay inside, 6 feet apart.
I'll just throw it to you.
yeah, I'll just chuck it.
True.
Just put a lot of pillows around your window, and I'll just chuck it. We're chilling.
Through the window.
Have you guys used a Zoom class? Like, have you seen your fellow students?
I have not got on a single voice chat.
Me.
Just,
Thank
just for English.
God.
I have a mandatory English one every Thursday.
Ew.
Yeah.
My school made like a schedule out for like
Really?
each period has like an assigned time. Like let's say fifth period is like 1 to 2.
Do you have to go to all of them?
If the teacher makes you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I have like 3 or 4 teachers that are making me do it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, all of our teachers they like come visit if you have any questions. But like,
Oh yeah,
I
we have
don't
that.
go to any of those.
Yeah, I have a video of me ear raping the class.
That was so good. I love that.
The teacher, he's like a older teacher, right? So he's not really like tech savvy. He had no idea who it was. He just he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna end the class then.
Dude, that was so good.
Yeah, for my mandatory English one, I just show up and she's like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Yep." Are you gonna do the work or have you done it already? Yup. Like the last one that I went to, I just said yup to every question. She's like, "Okay, have fun on your break." And I was like, "Yup." And I left.
No, most of my important classes, like their meetup things, are in the morning, but I wake up at like 1:50.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, they're all like 10:30.
Yeah.
But here's another problem: the math homework is always due at 2 p.m.
Really?
Yeah. Me and Johnny, our teacher, it's like an all day thing. You can turn it in.
It's like 2 days. Like she gives you the lesson the day before it's due.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have like a pretty much from 10:30 till like the next day 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Midnight.
No, yeah, me too, except mine's 2 p.m. I just choose not to do anything.
Until the day
And then I forget. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up early. I wake up at like 1:30. I was like, oh shit, gotta call Johnny.
Yeah, my sleep schedule is ruined too. It's so bad.
Yeah, I've been going to sleep at around like a little after 1 and waking up. I wake up at 9, then I go back I go back to sleep. Then I wake up at 10. And then I get out of bed at like 11.
Yeah, that's
So, not very good.
I always wake up around like the same time every day.
Yeah. I doubt anyone is still on the same 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's what I tried to do during school. Didn't really work out the majority of the time.
I go to sleep at around like 2, 3, and then I wake up at like 1, 2. 2? Why is that a joke?
2?
Why was that a joke?
It started on Twitch with like text to speech. People would do like 2 question mark in the thing that says it. It was funny. It was like, 2. and then Ewan started doing that at school whenever somebody said two. So he'd go two,
And then just spread.
and then it spread. And now McKenna hates it, or hates you guys
Perfect.
at least.
Yeah, what's she gonna do? Come to our house? Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Even if she does, what is she gonna do? Come within 6 feet? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
like,
That's
bruh.
that's major illegal. I saw some people. They're like suing a certain police department because, they got arrested, and they're like, "You could have given us the disease, because you shouldn't have arrested us."
Sounds like a
Genius.
white people thing. Probably some Karen out there.
Dude, some city near, San Diego, on Twitter was trending this morning because they're protesting to open up the beaches and like businesses again, and there was a guy, because the protests were like 85%, or the people that live there are 85% white, like the
Oh,
population, and he said, I've never seen anybody around here protest, and the first thing I see them protesting it for is them chanting, "Let us surf." Like that, they just want the beaches open so that they can have their fun. Rich white people are ridiculous.
True.
That's a fact.
okay, Dante, what's on that
Dante,
list?
hit up that
Yeah.
list, dude.
Dude, the lists were getting kind of stale because like the same thing kept coming out on like the different websites.
On different
There's one
lists.
with like morals and like, and it said like the random things to talk about with your friend. It was like morals and like ethics. And I was like, okay, that's kind of.
Sounds like simping to me.
Philosophy time.
So then I searched up podcast topics, right?
Yeah.
There's okay, we can't invite experts. It says invite experts, friends, family, influencers.
What do you mean? We have 4 experts right here.
Yeah, we're experts.
And in all topics.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
course. I know everything.
Yes. There's tropical news. I don't know what that means. What is tropical news? Does anybody know what tropical news is?
What's your favorite color fish? That's what tropical news is.
I like blue fish.
I think it's funny how Hawaii has a fish that's got like 30 characters in the name.
Oh, oh my god, dude.
I don't know what it's called.
Hawaii
I think
state
I think
fish.
it's yellow. It's like the palapa dapplepus or something.
The humu. Wait.
Yeah, the humu.
Humu nuku nuku ka kuapua.
Yeah. Isn't it like yellow and orange?
Nope.
No?
I think so.
I don't know.
It's like orange, black, and yellow, black, orange, and white. I don't know. It's interesting.
Mm.
I want to know who thought of who's like, that's the name, that's it, and then everybody, just everyone in Hawaii was like,
What does it
that's
mean?
it.
What does it mean, though? Because, like, things got to mean something. It's not just going to be, like, let's name it gibberish, right?
Oh, it's also called the reef triggerfish.
Reef triggerfish.
The Hawaiian name is the really crazy one. That was a whole website dedicated to state symbols. Yo, let's go to California.
State symbols. It's probably just the bear, right? It's on
Yeah.
the flag.
State
Oh, I
fabric
figured
for
out what the name means.
What does it
Oh,
mean?
what is it?
It means triggerfish with a snout like a pig.
What's a triggerfish?
It's it's like the category of fish.
Mm.
Oh,
What is?
wow. This.
See, experts in everything.
Yeah. Dude,
The
who needs a college degree when you can just look up all information on the internet?
I know. By probably much more updated sources
Yeah.
than some textbook that immediately is incorrect the moment it's published because it's probably something wrong in it.
Oh, in my finance class, the textbook that we use is the same textbook that okay, so the guy who wrote it, he's a professor, and he uses his own textbook to teach the class. Like, how many professors can say that they've written the textbook?
Wow, that's don't need to flex on us like that, but all right.
Yeah. So like he knows everything that's in there.
It's his text. I mean,
It's his book. Yeah.
dang.
And he wrote it so that like a sixth grader could understand economics. So it's got like really simple language in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's got like examples and like references. It's interesting. I haven't opened it since quarantine started because it's not really a required class. And the classes that I have attended, like the teachers like Zoom meetings, we haven't needed the textbook, so it's whatever.
Yeah, my Japanese textbook is still in my locker.
Oh yeah, I brought that home.
Oh yeah, mine's still in your locker too.
Yeah. I just assume we don't need it.
Yeah, probably not. But I brought it home anyway. On that day where you could go to the school and pick up textbooks. There was nobody there. I saw my girlfriend's physics teacher, but that was the only other guy that I saw.
Like no students at all.
I saw one girl who was in her car. But other than that, nobody. It looked exactly the same. There was nothing different. It was just nobody was there. Kind of spooky when like you go somewhere that's like really populated and then just there's nobody.
I'm kind of glad this quarantine thing happened
Why?
because I have so much stuff to do, like at home, like
Yeah.
working on projects and stuff. That's one. And two, my grades were so bad, and now that online school is a thing, I raised my GPA by like almost 0.5.
Nice.
And then, what else? I don't need to see people, especially our Japanese class
You
people.
have to deal with
Yeah.
3/4 of our Japanese class.
This is true.
3/4.
Wow,
It's in the name.
I get it.
whoa.
Are you guys taking Japanese next year?
Nope.
I am.
Okay, I am.
I'll be with you, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm going to Chick-fil-A with you and
Vibing, surviving through that class. It's gonna be a.
No. I hope certain people give up.
No, they're staying. Let's be honest, dude.
Dude,
I mean,
hope
I'm-
not.
I hope, but let's be realistic. I don't.
I just can't deal with the same people for that long.
Yeah. It gets pretty frustrating.
Especially if the teacher hates you too.
Yeah, that can be hard.
And it's obvious too.
I don't think it's obvious that she hates you.
Oh no, it's pretty obvious. So I was sitting next to Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I was doing my worksheet, right? I was almost done. I was on the backside, almost done, right?
Yeah.
And then so she's like walking past, like doing stamps or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, I'm almost done." And she's like, "Oh no, no stamp, it's not done, right?" And Johnny didn't even start it yet, right? And then he does it, and then she walks by and gives him the stamp,
I mean,
and she's like, "Well done, A plus." And I didn't say anything, but in my head, I'm just like, "What?"
I don't know. I guess that counts.
I didn't even do anything to make her hate me. Maybe I'm just that retarded. I just give off that vibe. It's like that kid. Yeah, I know that kid. He hasn't done anything. I just hate him.
Yeah.
Like every time I would mess around, it's when she leaves the class.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't even see Daniel do that much. It's mainly like the main thing that stands out to me is whenever she leaves the class is like me pinning a tortilla to the ceiling or Johnny standing up on a desk and just standing there.
The most I ever done was throw a pencil across the class.
Yeah. It's not that.
Oh.
It's not that disruptive.
It only disrupted one kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember throwing like a small orange at you in 8th grade when our teacher turned around. I just went and hit the wall behind him. I don't remember, like, my only memories from 8th grade were from my English class and my history class, and like that's it. Like I don't remember anything else from 8th grade except for those 2 classes, like the Knots trip, and like that's it.
The Knots trip.
Yeah,
I barely remember middle school in general.
yeah. Hmm.
Well, my 8th grade English teacher, she got pregnant, so she had to go on maternity leave. So we had a long-term sub, right?
Mhm.
But I was also in the advanced art class,
Yeah.
and so there's a teacher's assistant in that class, and it turns out that that assistant is my long-term sub in my English class. So I'm just like, ah, crap, because she knows me. She doesn't hate me, I think, but I can't like mess around.
Yeah.
And then she ends up following me on Instagram. So
Hmm. Yeah, I remember some stuff from middle school. I remember I really didn't like this guy named whatever. I'm not gonna say his name, but there was one day in history where I was leaving the class, and so everyone has to come out the door, and someone like threw a pencil, and it hit me in the forehead, and like I was like bleeding, and like cause like it stabbed me in the forehead, and like I yelled his name and whatever, and him and his friends ran off. And I think Johnny remembers this. I walk into not Kids Corner, Outpost, or whatever, and I'm pissed. I was like, because I didn't like him beforehand. So I went down to the office. I didn't care. Snitches get stitches. Whatever. I already had a hole in my head. I don't care. But what the hell? What? Shut. My phone is muted. Shut up.
just throw your phone.
I have that same ringtone. It's the default ringtone.
Because it's annoying. That's why I have it at that. It's probably so loud. Anyway, so I go to the office. I sign like the anonymous like tattletale slip with like his name and like whatever written on it, like what's his name and like what happened, and then like in like 2 days after that, the teacher like goes up to him and is like, "Hey, you got to do the thing," and he looks at her. He's like, "Oh." So we're working on a group project or whatever, and he comes up to my group. He's like, "Tyler, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Okay. And he's like, "Mr. This vice principal said I had to say sorry." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I don't care." And dude, he hated me for like the rest of middle school. And like every time I see him when I'm walking, he always like glares at me. You got a singular detention for that. I don't even
Wait,
care.
he goes to our school?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
do we know him?
No.
Oh, okay.
He only got 1 detention from that, and he's like, he holds the biggest grudge against me, like of all time.
You put a hole in his forehead too.
Mentally.
Have you ever had detention?
I had detention twice in middle school.
Why?
One was because everyone. Okay, so in drama, we were backstage, and it was like during class, during rehearsals or whatever. So I'm sitting backstage, and everyone else has their phones out because there's nothing to do. You're just waiting for your part, and I'm playing this game called like Battle Bears or whatever, and the teacher comes up and takes my phone, and I looked up for a second. Everyone had their phone out, and then I looked down, and then everyone has their phones like put away, and the teacher has my phone in her hand. And I was like, "Oh, dude, I was the only one who got caught." And then another time, I got a detention for, quote, having my pants below my butt cheeks.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
Tyler.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, it was because in PE the clothes are super huge and baggy.
Okay, no, that's acceptable. Yep.
So like the shirt already went down to like almost my knees. And like the shorts are huge too. So like even if I wasn't wearing pants, you couldn't see anything. Right? So so like me, Johnny, and Tristan and like somebody else, we were all just goofing and having our pants like sagging a little bit. But I guess I went too far. And the teacher wrote
Too
me
far,
out.
man. Too far.
Yeah, I went too far. And I just think that's funny because like, what if I'm like doing like a college interview or whatever, and it's like, we see here on your record, you had your pants below your waist, and I gotta explain this story, and like make it sound as believable as I can. It's like, it's true. It's like, I had to. That was a before school detention as well. I had to come to school early, like an hour early, so I could serve
Dang.
this detention. Because the PE teachers, they just boot immediately. They just leave after school, so I had to come before school. I remember.
I got
Daniel, you can go.
I got one detention in middle school for the dumbest reason.
Hmm.
So we were reading, right?
Mm.
You know how you have like the short stories in the textbook?
Yeah.
So we were reading that, and then she just calls me up to her desk.
Yeah.
While everybody else is quiet reading, gives me a detention slip, and I read it, and the reason says being too quiet. And so I show it to my mom, and she's like, "Whatever, just go. I don't even care."
Being too quiet during silent reading time.
Dude, imagine
Yeah.
being too
And
quiet.
so I talked to it with the teacher hosting the detention was my math teacher at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I talked to him about it and said, "Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Just leave early." and I left.
I remember I got detention multiple times. I got detention 3 times in middle school, I think.
3?
Yeah, okay. And they were all like pretty long amount of time. Okay, so the first one was do you guys do this like in middle school where like you like trip each other for fun, like somebody's walking in front of you and then like you kick their leg into their other leg? Did anybody do that?
I remember people trying to hit each other in the nuts for fun in middle school.
Boy.
But
I did that.
but
Well,
yeah, I get it. I get what you're
Yeah, so like it was like a thing where you mess around, right?
saying. Yeah.
And I had a friend like who was like really really fat, right, at the time, and I kicked his leg, and this dude, we're walking in a line to the auditorium, and this dude goes thunk, and, so loud. And this dude starts crying. I'm like, oh no, please stop crying. And the teachers start coming, and they're like, oh no, and they sent me to the deans. I got detention for like a week for that, right?
Oh my.
Another time was so we're eating lunch, right? And then one of my friends, he was like a really like one of those like really dumb like super loud kids, right?
Yeah.
And then there were like and we used to sit on stairs to eat, and then there were like a couple of girls in front of us, and they were being really loud, and he goes, "Yo, shut up if you're gonna be scissoring, right?" And okay.
Okay.
And the thing is, I was like an innocent kid, right? So I didn't know what scissoring even was, right? And they reported me. They reported. What am I supposed to do? So I was like, wait, that wasn't me. But like the thing is, like both of us were like short Asian kids, so we look exactly the same. I got racially profiled. I got detention for like 3 days for that. And the last one's really good. Okay, so it's like so. We stopped sitting on the stairs. We sat like under the stairs now, right? It's like a kind of like a okay. So okay, that's basically all you need to. So we're like sitting there, right, and we're eating, and every day these kids are playing Yu-Gi-Oh in front of us, and they're hella loud. They're yelling, right? So okay, this is so dumb. I don't know why I did this. I like I've told them to shut up multiple times, and they don't, right? So what I do is I go up to him. I fucking yank his undies. See, then I just wedge him, bro. And this kid, he goes flying, like his butt's off the ground, bro. Like Houston, we got a problem. This dude's taking off, and then he does nothing, but he just like sits there, like super quiet, right? I'm like, I think nothing's gonna happen. Next period, I get called into the team, right? But I forgot that this happened, right? So I'm like, oh, why did I get called in? Like, what the heck? So I go in, and they're like, yeah, he could file for sexual assault. Oh, sexual assault. What? And then so I got detention for like 3 weeks for that. That
Oh
was
my god. Dude, that first story that you said, the fat kid one, when you tripped him, I was thinking in my head, it's like, dude, Autobots roll out.
Johnny, did you ever get detention?
I forgot my PE clothes one time. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, you could get detention for that.
Yep.
Getting your PE
Or
clothes.
and you don't have your
Getting
ID
one. Oh yeah.
because I just forgot to put my wallet back in my backpack for some reason. Yeah, that's it. I feel like that's the dumbest reason, but
Hey, you know those kids in middle school PE that would always change in the bathroom stall?
bro,
Dude, the first day that we had to change in middle school. Okay, so what I did was I was like, I put on my PE shorts over my regular shorts, and then I somehow was able to get off my regular shorts without like taking off the PE shorts.
Oh, I know what
Heck?
you mean.
What
I
a
know
god.
you mean. Yeah.
There was also a kid who was commando. So that's,
Okay, that's
yeah.
kind of lit.
He didn't even like go to the restroom to change. He just was just like, I'm just doing it right here. I'm just gonna. It's the changing room. I'm gonna change. So.
I remember there
There's
used to
this-
be like
exciting.
a lot of people that used to wear like their PE shorts under their because in middle
Mm.
school I had school uniforms, so like people would wear their shorts under their like school uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like so they
They-
just take off their shorts and then their shorts are just there.
What's it like having a uniform?
It's I mean you don't have to choose what to wear, I guess.
Are the shoes picked too?
No, there's we didn't have shoes. I know there's like schools that you have to wear like a certain shoe, but that's like I don't know. I think that's too far, man. Too far.
Yeah, you can't flex then.
Yeah.
But like, there's this kid in 7th grade, I think. So he was just changing, and then this kid goes behind him and surprises him. And then while he was taking off his pants, and he got startled, I guess, and he actually pulled off his underwear too.
Oh no!
Dude, it's so funny.
I remember something like that happening where you know how you used to like mess around and like pull down your friend's pants, right? Like you pants them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was a kid, right? He was like hanging off the net, the basketball net, right?
Yeah.
I've got a good one.
Oh.
And this dude runs up on him. And he goes and pants him, right? But little did he know he also took down his boxers with him, right? And then he goes yoink, and then the dude quickly comes down, like pulls up his pants, and he's like super embarrassed, right? Like he looks like he's gonna cry. I heard the gayest thing in my life. This guy goes, dude, why is he complaining? It wasn't even that small.
Dude, okay, okay, so this guy in middle school, he got his, okay, so for some reason, so we had to go out for attendance out onto the basketball courts and like stand on numbers. And so just like beforehand, he's just like messing around, and he like balls up his like clothes and like goes to like shoot it in the basketball hoop, but like
Uh-oh.
it gets stuck.
Oh,
His clothes got stuck on the net, or like on the hoop or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, crap! What do I do?" And then he's like, "I'm gonna throw my shoe to loosen it," and then he throws his shoe on the roof.
big brain, big brain.
So he doesn't have a shoe. He doesn't have a shoe, and his clothes are just stuck in the basketball net. And the teacher comes out and is like, "Where's your stuff?" And he's like, he tells them what happened. He's like, and he gives him like a tardy or whatever. and calls the janitor to come get his stuff for him.
Did he get the shoe back?
Yes, he did. He got everything back.
Wait, dude, I didn't have detention 3 times. I had detention 5 times. I remember 2 more times where I got detention. Okay, so one time we were playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
And this, like, it's like I'm in 8th grade at that time, and this kid is in 6th, right?
Yeah.
And what happens is, so we're playing basketball, right? And then I just do like a simple crossover move, and this kid falls, right? I didn't even do anything special. He falls, right? And he's a 6th grader, and he's not like athletic or anything, and he starts crying, right? I'm like, bruh, and everyone's making fun of him because he fell, right? Because it's like middle school and you just fell, right? Like everyone's a kid, everyone's like, oh, you fell, right?
You fucking dumbass.
Yeah, imagine falling, and then I got called and I got detention for a day for that. I don't know why. It was really, but this one's a good one. Okay, so in middle school, I used to go to like a after school program, you know.
Yeah.
So there, like, I had a teacher like there where he taught me this super awesome trick. I still remember to this day, where you get somebody's backpack, right?
Mhm.
You take out everything and you flip it inside out, and then you put in all the stuff back in. It's so genius. It's so genius, right? And then the next day at school, right? Like, I used to go to school like really early in the morning, and there was like a lot of kids there in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I had a genius idea to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
I take that. It's that same kid who fell, right? I take his backpack, I flip it inside out, and I put his stuff back in, right? And then he starts crying. What? Why is he crying? Why are you crying? And I got detention for that. But then I did that to like another friend of mine, right? And he had the funniest reaction. I flip his backpack inside out, right? And he's playing basketball. And then the morning ends, and we had to go to first period, right? And this dude goes to get his backpack. He's like, dude, look at his backpack. Whose ugly ass backpack is that, right? Little did he know, it's just his backpack inside out. You clown.
I think I almost got like a detention from Chi one time.
What?
Yeah, like the most stern that she's ever looked at me was when I used to like turn Mitch's desk around. Like I'd get there early, and then like I'd turn it around, and then he'd like get to his desk, and then he'd be like, "What's this?" But there was one day where I turned it around and flipped it upside down and was sitting on it.
Oh.
And she comes in, she does like her usual like Ohio, and then she sees me sitting there like using the legs like fighter pilot controls. I'm like, "Meow." And she's like, "Tyler, can you fix that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Because like the way that she looked at me and like the tone of her voice, I was like, "I've never seen this before. Oh no."
Dude, I still miss Frankie, the hand sanitizer boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, he's the reason COVID-19
Didn't spread so fast.
didn't spread as much. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's why people kept going outside, even though you're told to stay home. They're trying to find Frankie.
Yeah.
Dude, Frank.
They're looking for him.
No, I remember I almost got a detention from Toxent as well. Freshman year, I would like book it to lunch, right?
Oh yeah.
And then, but Evan also did that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I lined up at the door just waiting, and then this huge man titties just pushed me out the door. Bell rang, and then she got mad at me, and then told me, if you do that again, you're gonna get detention. I couldn't say that I got pushed, or else
Yeah.
it might sound fake. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
I almost got in trouble for getting pushed over a line as well. In 6th grade at McCall, like the 6th graders could only use like half the quad.
Mm.
And so like all the 6th graders had to stay like behind this line. So like when lunch was about to end, everyone would like line up at that line because the lockers were right there so you could finish the day and get your stuff. And me and this one kid were standing right next to each other, and we got pushed over the line, and one of the old staff ladies was like, "Hey, you two, go sit on that planter." And like I'm like, okay. Did you not see what just happened? Is this not like a daily occurrence for you? Kids getting pushed over this line? Anyway, So I go sit with the guy that I got pushed out with, and so we're waiting because we think that she's gonna come back and like tell us off, but she never came back. The bell
Oh.
rang for the next period, and the guy sitting next to me, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a detention. He's like losing it. He's losing it over the idea of him getting a detention. He's like, his parents are gonna kill him or something. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, where's she at? And then she comes back and she's like, what are you two doing here? And we're like, you told us to sit here. And she's like, I did. No, I didn't. Go to class. And so we both had the same next period. So I walked with him, and he's like, oh no. So we get to the class and we get in, and our English teacher was like, why are you guys late? And I was like, old lady told to put us in timeout, and she left us there. And she told us to come back, and she was like, oh, okay. But like the guy, he was like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I just walked in. I'm like, oh yeah, she forgot about us, and she's like, okay, sit down. It was that simple.
Oh, dude, I remember in PE, I forgot what happened, but like, Coach Newez got salty at me and friends, some people, I forgot who it was. So like, we like also got the same thing. We were just like sit off to the side, and four of us, I think there were like six of us. Four of us were in Newez's class. Two of us were in the lady teacher. I forgot her name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, whoever that teacher was. So we're just like sitting off like in our own separate, because they separate you, right? Whenever you sit off to the side, they
Yeah.
separate us. So we're all sitting in our own spots. So the two kids in that whatever other teacher's class, they just like have a literally 10-second talk, and then they just go back to what they're doing. And then Newez just like, I don't know what, because we're in the open, but I guess Newez forgot about us. So we're sitting there. They're all walking back in. I'm like, oh, he probably wants to talk to us after he walks in back. They all go in, and I'm sitting there like.
Like at
I'm
the
so
end
confused.
like at the end
Yeah.
of the PE class.
Yeah, like you know, they all walk together back into the
Locker
thing
room?
to go change,
Yeah.
and like and Newez goes in with them. So I'm like, I'm just confused. I'm just sitting here, and he never comes out, and the bell rings, and I'm like, dude, can I?
Maybe I should go change.
Yeah, so I literally walk in, change, and go out, and literally nothing happened. That's it. He never talked to me. Like he never. I was so confused.
Huh.
It was a great experience.
Yeah.
You know, middle school 8th grade, I was at the PETA. You know, the one that would like hand out the loaner clothes or whatever.
I didn't know you could
And
TA
so-
for PE teachers.
Oh no, you were just chosen.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, so my friend and I were the TAs. So we would stay behind, like lock the door or whatever, right, to the changing room. But we just stay there for like a good 5 minutes and just kind of like fuck around.
Yeah.
And since we had a list of everybody's lockers, and we had the key too for all the locks.
Oh no.
So we just got people that we didn't like, and we just flipped their locks every single time. But the PE teachers liked us because we were the TAs, so they didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then one time it was the mile day, but we didn't feel like doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we came out a little later when everybody already started. And then my teacher was like, "Oh, you guys were a little late." I was like, "Yeah, we gotta wash some loaner clothes or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, sure, just watch." Pretty epic.
I think for running the mile, I was in the fast group once, and I was in the slow group every other time. Because I guess the teacher was like, "You look like you can run." I was like, "I do? Okay." I think the fastest mile I ever got was like an 8:15. I was not a good runner.
I used to run fast miles. Like I used to play a lot of sports, and I had a slow heart rate, right?
Yeah.
So I could run long distance, like pretty well. Like I used to run sub 7 miles,
Nice.
and then my parents thought that like I was gonna have like some kind of like disorder or something. Apparently, there's like some disorder if if your heart rate is too slow.
Yeah.
And so like went to like an acupuncture, and they like sped up my heart rate somehow. I don't know how. and all of my miles are like between 8 and 9 minutes now. So not epic.
Well, there are some bicyclists who they can't sleep for long amounts of time. They have to like wake up every 3 hours and like bike a marathon because their body is like so like peak condition that their heart rate is so slow that it can't get like the nutrients to the body fast enough. So they have to wake up and like exercise to get their heart rate back up. Because if they sleep too long, it lowers too much.
I'll die.
Yeah. Well, it's a combination of that and like all the steroids that bicyclists take to compete in like the Tour de France and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the old steroids for the arm muscles, right?
The legs.
Oh, I was looking at Twitter for stuff to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
and Overwatch bans came out 2 hours ago.
Another set of bands?
Like the rotation.
Oh, the rotations. Who's out?
Yes. Of course, not really a separate Echo is out of rotation.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, but that one's kind of useless for Overwatch League because she's not even available till next week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. Other DPS is Tracer.
Okay. Wait, Tracer? Really?
Yeah, any feelings about that?
Oh yeah, today I was playing Doom on Ilios with Tyler.
Dude,
This Tracer.
that was the only time I saw a Tracer in competitive.
That's true.
That's it. Like the Tracer ban is like pretty surprising to me. I didn't see a Tracer like at all.
Yeah, who plays
Yeah,
Tracer?
but like, if you're a good Tracer, like
Yeah, Tracer's
Wait.
a good character if you can play her correctly, but like I
Even
never,
if,
I don't
like,
remember
I
seeing
think-
a Tracer.
even I think in like high elos, like even if you're like because like you're like evenly matched basically with like everyone.
Yeah.
It's still kind of hard to play Tracer just because of like the meta, I think.
Yeah.
But the tank, any guesses for the tank? Any guesses?
Zarya.
Roadhog.
Sigma.
Orisa.
Oh,
Ooh.
The world could do with less Orisa.
Yes, of course.
that's true.
And the support is Moira.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, dude,
Not like I care.
I remember a video that Frogger did when Moira was banned, and like all the Moira players had to. There was a Moira player playing Baptiste, and like they could not aim at all. Like,
Yikes.
Yeah. So I get that. So it's Orisa, Echo, Tracer, and Moira.
hmm
That's pretty sexist, dude. All females are out of the game.
It is.
But yeah, that's pretty good. I don't like dealing with Echo. Orisa's cringe. She's not fun to play. It's fine to play against, but to play as, it's super boring. And
Yeah.
and Moira being gone, I'm sure Daniel's pretty happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's whatever.
At least
Ryan's
Ryan's
gonna be
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the
About
bans
time.
aren't crazy. All right, do we want to try to wrap this up?
How do you wrap up a podcast?
Yeah, how do you wrap up a podcast?
Guys, make sure you like and subscribe and
And wait 8 months for the next one.
Yeah, dude.
episode 3.
Coming at you.
In
Insert timestamp here.
wait, coming at you in December.
December. Why December?
Is it December?
Or
We're in April right now.
We're in April.
Yeah, December.
or next week when we do this every week.
Or literally tomorrow, because
Tomorrow.
where are we gonna go?
Yeah.
Or maybe even right now.
Or literally,
Oh,
we'll just,
next episode right
maybe
now.
we'll just cut this episode in half.
Yeah, if you're from
Yeah.
if you're from the way future, just watch episode 3 right now. That'd be epic. How
And
about
tell us
that?
how it is.
Yeah.
Dude, what if we just get when we were just randomly talking about things on our list, cut that into one episode, and we just put the school stuff into the next episode.
Yeah.
That's pretty genius.
We just did 2. Easy.
Yeah.
2?
Two?
I think I'll just make it 1 and
Wait.
cut out all the uhs and all the blank.
Over it.
The viewer, the listeners don't know what I'm talking about because it's edited out.
Oh, dude,
Dude, imagine
epic.
not knowing what silence is like.
Imagine not having the awkward silences we've had in the past
Hour.
hour.
And then when we started talking about PE, or detentions, that's when it became like,
That's when it got good.
yeah.
Okay,
In the
Toss.
beginning, we didn't know what to do.
so I'm gonna end it. Goodbye.
See ya.